BassResinator here. I have another koala mold. This one's not in a tree. This one is on all fours down on the ground. Like he fell out of the tree, and I just realized I got a little bit of my coloring off to the side. What does that mean? Well, I used Resin Rocker's Raven, which is a black chrome powder, and I did his eyes and his nose. You can see through there, but I also did Let's Resin Maple just a little bit. I don't know if you can see it very well, but in the ears, down in there, just to give a little extra color. But the rest of this guy is going to be Asphalt Magic from Pigmently. Now I'm going to be using deep pour this time. The other one I did not, and it flash cured, but it didn't. I got away with it. I don't want to try that again. This mold is a little bigger around the bottom. That other one took 6 ounces of resin. I'm going to go with 10 ounces. Hopefully I have enough. But I've got part A mixed in there. Part B mixed in there. Now I'm going part A, and I'm using Bondcrafter, the deep pour. So that's a 2-to-1. I've got just under 4 ounces, so that should be like 3.5. So I'm going to go take it to 10, because part A, you need 2 parts of it. Part B is just 1. And I've already got the Asphalt Magic mixed in there. Okay, so there's 10 ounces. And now I'll just start mixing this up. This is super thin. It's almost like water. So you don't like the 1-to-1 resin. Some of them are really thick, that part A, and but this the deep pours are usually very similar to this, just super watery, so they release bubbles very well. But what I am going to do is now I don't know if you can tell, I am scraping the sides and hitting the bottom all at the same time on every stroke. Want to make sure I get this mixed up very well. But I'm going to take it out. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this whole thing out to the vacuum chamber. I'm going to fill them up about halfway on the mold. Start the vacuum chamber. Let it get all of the little nooks and crannies around the ears and the eye and the nose all taken care of. And I'll have the rest of this resin in the vacuum chamber as well. And then I will take it out of the vacuum chamber. The mold, I'll take it out, and I'll pour the rest of the resin in. So you're not going to see all of that, okay? Just letting you know ahead of time. Telling you what I'm going to do. Actually, I'm going to pause this and come right back to you. This is the other little koala I did. And notice he's much narrower, about the same height, but much narrower. So that's why I'm mixing up more resin on this guy. And I did the same colors. Well, actually, I put a little bit of gold on his head and stuff there too. I did not do that on this one, but I did do the maple in the ears. So, but I did use, this is that Pigmently Asphalt Magic, that color. And then the eyes and the nose are the Raven. So, yeah. Well, I'll come back to you after I finish mixing this up, and I'll show you what I'm going to do at the beginning, and then you won't see the other. You'll see the demolding of the bear. Okay, got that mixed up. Pour this down. Get him about halfway. Okay, the ears are covered. The schnoz is covered. Okay, to take this out to the vacuum chamber and let it do its thing, and I'll come back to you when it's time to unmold this wonderful creature, which is not really a bear, even though everybody calls them koala bears. So this one is in the tree, this one is on the ground. So we'll see ya. All cured up. I had look, I had a spill. I bumped it getting it out of the vacuum chamber, and bloop. I'm like, and I still had enough to make another one of these heads. I love this guy. Yum yum. Anyway, let's get this guy out, huh? Oh, I got a little bit of overpour rod there. I'll take care of that in just a bit. Just a minute. Go over that ear. Go over this ear. Okay, he looks pretty cool from the top. Wow. Okay, let me do a little bit of trimming right here. That's got some sharpness on it. And where was that other? There it is. Trim off this little ledge or edge, and then I'll go around with the sandpaper. Okay, now I got all this extra little. Okay, tape coming out. Should have said hold your ears instead of just tape coming out. Pick up all those little pieces. Pieces. Nothing but pieces. If you don't know that song, you missed out. Okay, tape right there. Now I want to see a little bit of that red in there. His face is a lot darker than the other one. It looks like that Asphalt Magic pooled the darker part of it right there, but that's okay. Let me get out a little bit of, excuse me, UV resin to do his eyes and nose. So that they look a little bit more lifelike. gives it that glossy texture, which looks like they got some moisture, like most people's eyes. And if you don't have that much moisture, you need to put eye drops in. Put a little bit too much on that eye. So I'll get some on his schnoz. You know, I don't like that little bit too much on his eye. It's just pooling up a little too much. Looks like he's crying. Crying. Emergency. Okay, so now I fix it a little bit with still. It's like pooling up right over on this side. I may end up having to put a little bit more on this eye, which is fine. Get the nose done. While I'm doing this, if you are a subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing. If you are not, it's very easy to become one. Just go down to the area right below where this video is being played and click on the button that says subscribe. After you've clicked on that, click on the little bell and that'll notify you anytime I do something new. What do you think of that? This channel does have memberships available, so if you want to support the channel that way, just click the button that says join down there. Okay, I'm going to get this guy out in the sun so I can get some. Yeah, there's a really nice amount of sunlight today, so we should get some good pictures with this guy. Yeah, so we got. Now I know how much resin to use for this one as well as the other one. And I had leftovers for both, so I had enough to make one of these Easter Island dudes. Okay. Stick around for the pictures. I'll see you for the next one. Bye.